Hey guys and gals, welcome to my channel and welcome to The Hunter Classic. I realize a lot of you guys probably watch me for Lumber Tycoon because that's 99% of my videos out there. But this is a game that I actually found, I'll say about 4 or 5 years ago. I played it on and off for a couple of years and put it down, and just my son insisted let's try it again, and it turns out that this game now is completely free. This used to be a very limited to play free game. You could only join people in multiplayer, you could only play certain maps, you can only hunt certain animals, but now it is completely free. The only thing here you gotta do is worry about having the right gun to shoot what you want to kill. To exaggerate the situation a little bit, you're not going to go hunt an elephant with a 22. And on the flip side, you're not going to go rabbit hunting with a 50 caliber sniper rifle. So you need the right weapon for the right animal type of thing. And that's it. I'm just going to hop into the game. This area here, you can see this little dotted line right along here. That divides this map from this map. So this is what used to be the starter area. If you zoom out of the map, you can see there's another area here, a few areas around, a couple areas up in the north, this area up here. So there's many different maps. Actually, across the top here is all your different maps. So there's many different maps you can hunt on. When you come into the game, you can spawn in at one of these. Or if you put down your own tents like I did, this is a tent here, this is a tent here, you can spawn in on your own tents. Some of these, like this is a tower. That tower is built into the game. This tower, if you notice, the icon's a little different. This is one of my towers that I put up. And this is a hunting blind that I put up. And these are tree stands that I put up. So there's some things you can add to the game, and they will stay there. You don't need to worry about them disappearing. All you got to do is put them up, and if you want to take them down, you go over there, take them down, they go back into your inventory. The store, you can buy anything you want. They got all different types of bundles. They got weapons, and then different types of weapons, bows, so on. Ammo is obviously a consumable. Large equipment, which is your blinds, your tree houses, stuff like that. Vehicles. This was not in here when I played 2 years ago, so this is new. There's two types of currency in the game. There's EM and there's GM. The EM is basically real money converted into game money, and the GM is money that you earn doing different tasks in the game. As you can see here, I got 45 EM, and I got, 15,000 and change in GMs. So what I wanted to do is I just wanted to show you the game real quick and show you the graphics and the general idea of the game. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a person with like ADHD and you're looking for instant gratification and you don't have a lot of patience, this is not the game for you. If you have the patience and you like the idea of a hunt, this is pretty close to quote-unquote real, but obviously enough interaction, enough gameplay that it can be a computer game. Because if anybody out there actually hunts, you know you could literally spend hours and hours and hours and not find nothing, or you can get lucky and get something 10 minutes after you put up your tree stand. So, with that in mind, I'm just going to do a quick video on showing you what this looks like and how you walk around and what you can do. This is your little, they call it the Hunter Mate. This will allow you to track and find noises and animals and Footprints. This is one of my hunting dogs. Um, they cost money. Initially, when you start, all you start with is like a rifle, ammo, and like a couple of minor things. And as you play, you get the GM and the EM and the money, and you can buy better weapons. The EM you have to either purchase, or you can go to a website and do things like take surveys and questionnaires and trivia quizzes and things like that. The drawback to that is you get on somebody's mailing list and you get 7,000 emails a day. Nope, see, I just got something. Oh, I got a white-tailed deer around. Let's see, where is he? He's that way. Let's go. Let's go. You just saw that, how that works. Alright, so I happen to have a buck call. And I happen to have binoculars. And I know he's over in that direction somewhere. I don't see him yet. This is coincidence that it's very quick. So maybe you'll see me take down a deer right away. Control helps you kneel down so you're a little bit less visible. Lets you sneak so you're not as loud when you walk around. And there's levels in this too. My dog right now is level 22. The higher the level, the more obedient they are, the better they are at tracking animals that if you shoot them, they run away. You have levels with your guns. Things like it'll be more stable. I'm going to see if I can find this thing. Your gun will be more stable. It won't wave a lot. Here, I'll show you what I mean. When you bring it up and you... Oh, boy. I don't have what I want. But you see how the gun moves around? The higher in level you are, the more stable that is. Let's go to my inventory. Let's see if I can put the scope on it. Okay, that means my son was playing with this and I got the wrong scope. So, since I only went a few feet, I'm going to go back down here and get the right stuff I need to hunt this deer. Hopefully the deer will hang out. You have to be by a lodge or... I thought it worked by a tent.
No, it doesn't. You have to be by a real lodge. Oh. You're in a lodge.
Alright, let's see. Can I put that in there? Yeah, if you're near a lodge, you can change your weapons out. Let's put the scope on. And that's going to be what I need for the moment. I'm going to try and call them in again.
You can't be close to the tent.
You don't have to use the call a lot. They say every minute or so is good. I think he was over this way.
No, in the forest. They might fight. What?
A little confusing when I'm looking because I saw that tree stump that's right smack in the middle behind that stick. I thought it was something.
You thought it was...
At a distance, it's hard to tell. That's why you got binoculars. Let's head over this way. And this is, like I said, this is something you need patience with. You can't just run around. You run around like a crazy man, things will get spooked and you will never see anything. Or if you do, they will be so far away and they'll be running away from you. This is one of those games where either you sneak around like you're a thief trying to steal money from the bank, or you stay put and you try and bring things to you. Those are your two choices in this. That's why you have the calls. They actually have um, food traps and stuff like that that you can bring into the game, and you can hunt them at the food traps. So there's a lot of different things in this game, and I'll try and cover it a little bit, but this is the general idea of the game. You saw I heard a pig, I heard a deer already, and that's within the first couple of minutes of playing the game. So we're just gonna go up and over this hill here. Hopefully we'll find some trails and I can show you how to do tracking. And like I said, every gun has a level. Every tracking skill has a level. So you can be very well skilled in tracking let's say a mule deer, but horrible at tracking a white-tailed deer. You could maybe be good at tracking wild turkey, but you can't track a moose. There's a different, and there's not like 3, 4, 6, 8 different species in this game. There's got to be 30, 40 different species in this game to hunt, at least. So, and each area has its own attributes as far as what you can hunt, where you can hunt. And like I said in the beginning, be sure you have the right gun to do the hunt for what you're looking for. For me, the rifle I have, I'm actually good at. I'm like level 7 with it. And I actually like the gun. They say the 300 bolt action is the best gun in the game. That's probably true because if nothing else, you can shoot everything, almost everything with it. You gotta watch what. We just heard another squeal from a. Oh, he's that way. He's following me. I just want to get over this hill into the trees here. See if we can find anything to track. Alright, we're going to cut for a minute, and when I find something we can start tracking and maybe hunt and kill, we'll come back to the video at that point. In the meantime, I am just going to play and see what I can find until I find something more interesting for you guys to watch, rather than me just walking around for an hour. Okay, it just turns out that I found some tracks right after I said that. So we're going to try and track this. If you see directly in front of me that crescent red, as you can see right in front of me, I mean, I was literally gone 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Right in front of me, about 10 yards, is a crescent red. That's the signs of a track. And your tracking skill, depending on what animal it is, let's see. New trail found. It's a female white-tailed deer. 2 to 15 minutes, gender female, weight 50 to 80 kilograms. So all that information and the accuracy of that information depends on your ability to track. If you're really good at tracking, the weight might be accurate to within 10 kilograms. The time span might be accurate to within a 5-minute window. In my case, it's like a 13-minute window. The further away you can see these things. See, he went that way. He went that way. Or actually, she. So let's go see if we can sneak up on her. It's only been a couple of minutes, so I gotta be careful. Because she could be like right on the other side of this hill. Love it when your kids stand right in front of your TV when you're trying to do this. I don't see anything. That's a call for the female deer, aka a doe. And we'll look around a little bit, see if we see anything. Uh, Actually, right by my tent.
Yeah, that. Oh, that's just mommy.
All right, here we are. As you can see, I got a deer here. I'm getting some specs about it in the upper right-hand corner. Female, 40 to 65 pounds. No score because it doesn't have antlers. Obviously, does don't have antlers. And we are going to shoot this thing. We're going to wait for it to get a little bit closer. Although I could make that shot, it's a pretty long shot, so. Try not to shoot when they're on the move. She'll stop and look around. All right, she got hit. See the blood stain? We know we hit her. And she went off that way. So now we're going to do something else. We're going to do a little bit of tracking here. So let's... bring this out. All right, let's go. Let's bring our dog with us. All right, I don't know if you saw, but that shot was not perfect. A perfect shot would have hit the heart. And I'm gonna do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. V. Okay, well, we got to get over to the blood, and then the dog will be able to track it. And that's how your dog goes up in levels, by the way. Listening to what you say, and when they're in lower levels, they don't listen as much. So keep that in mind. And you need to be on the blood stain to be able to get the dog to track the blood. And that's another way the dog goes up in levels, by tracking the animal that you shoot. Like in this case, I didn't do the best shot. I probably hit, I may have taken one long, but I definitely did not get a heart shot. So I have a body hit, but I don't know where he went. I just know he went in this direction somewhere. I don't know where my dog is. Alright, well, I'm going to keep tracking it because I don't know where my dog is. If and when he finds the animal, he will bark and howl to catch your attention. So even if you lose visual sight of the dog, you will hear him in the game. Okay, looks like he turned a little bit.
No. Wait, can we just cute? Wait, this is gonna be detective work. So it's radical. You're the detective right now. Let's battle.
Gotta look around sometimes. I kind of lost the trail here, which kind of stinks.
Let's take Dan. How was your step? I don't know what's that. Lost it.
I am trying to find the trail because I lost the trail. So the best thing to do when you lose a trail in this situation, oh, we got something over here. Thankfully, I'm good enough at tracking them that I can see that far away. So hopefully this will help us. Oh, even better yet, we tracked them down. All right, we got our deer. No thanks to our doggy this time, but we got our deer. So, and once you get a kill, this brings up your screen that tells you all your statistics about it. This is the weight, the gender, the species, the rarity of the animal, which in this case, in this area, is very common. White-tailed deer and mule deer, the does, they're probably the most common animal here. Like I said, the wound time and the trophy integrity and your score. In this case, because it doesn't have antlers, I got no score. My harvest value has no score because there's no antlers. So once you're done, you're looking at it. If you want, you can take it. If you have a camera with you, you can take a picture of it. You can manipulate the animal or stand in different positions or sit in different positions so you can get a decent picture. You just don't get a picture of a lump of deer on the ground. Okay, so then we go back to resume our game. The animal disappears from the map. And we could taxidermy it or we can just sell it. We're going to sell it. It wasn't worth any money to us, but it was another kill. And hopefully you guys think you like this game. That's the only reason I'm covering this game is because, oops, we got something else. What do we got? We got another doe in that direction. All right. I'm not going to go after it. I just wanted to show you a quick hunt. quick tracking, go over some of the skills, and we'll get out of here. I'm going to go back to the main screen real quick and quit. We don't want the statistics. You can look at your post on statistics. If you play like me, I've played for 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. Back before I had kids or when they were very young, but now I don't have that kind of time. But anyway, you can look at your statistics. It'll tell you what you killed, how many you killed, anything you shot and you couldn't track down, things like that. It gives you all those kind of statistics. How many points you got, all that good stuff. Vinny, please move. And let's see. So, the store, weapons. If I want to look at this gun, you need to look up what each gun does. It might be under the help. Let's try the wiki. Yep, that's me. Game page. Now I'm winging it here. So equipment, weapons. Let's go into weapons. Let's look at the 243 rifle that I was using. What is that? We're going to mute that. I don't know if you heard that through the microphone, but all of a sudden it started playing music on me. Where's the 243? This one. You go into this, you look at the description, and it shows you a list of what you can shoot with this gun. If you go into, let's say, let's go to pistols, and we'll take a look at the 357 Magnum that I have. That's this one. And it shows you what it can shoot. If you notice, none of this stuff is really large animals. Now, if you go to a bigger gun, like a 300 bolt action, you're going to see you can shoot big animals. Bison, moose, elk, some of the deers, polar bear, other types of bear. But you can't shoot the small animals with it. Like you can't shoot a rabbit, you can't shoot a turkey, you can't shoot pheasant, can't shoot duck with it. So got to keep in mind, go to the wiki, find out what the guns you can shoot, because that's going to be what you're going to need to shoot what you want to hunt. So that's a good example of that right there. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in, watching. If you like this, if you clicked on this to even start watching it, I really appreciate that. If you haven't, if that means you at least have an interest in what is this about, which is more than I can ask for. If you have no interest at all in The Hunter or a hunting game, you wouldn't have clicked on this in the first place. So thank you for watching. And let me know what you think of The Hunter. It's a free game. It is on Steam. It is, if I remember correctly, somewhere around 8.5 gigs to download. Yes, it's a big game. It installs. It runs well. I've got an like a 6-year-old i5, 12 gigs of RAM, something like that. 12 or 16 gigs of RAM, I forget which. And I got a 6 gig video card. I got a decent video card because I got it from an i7 that was broken. But yeah, but I got an old i5 and it runs great. This is 1920 by 1280. That's the resolution I have it set at. And it runs, and everything is set to high, and it runs great. So if you got a halfway decent i5, you can run this no problem. If you got an i7, forget it. You got more than enough for this. An i3, you might need to not run the highest graphics levels, the highest resolution or the highest details, which is going to hinder the fun of the game a little bit, but you could probably run it. So anyway, guys, tell me what you think of The Hunter. I'm going to try and edit the snot out of this video and try and present something to you in like a 15, 20, 25-minute window, something like that. And I hope you guys check it out. I hope you guys download it, and I hope you guys play it. And if you play it and you happen to play, let me know. I would love to add you as a friend in this game, and we could hunt together. It'd be really cool to hunt with somebody, that watches my stuff. So, thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great evening out there. And I will talk to everybody soon. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, and set your alerts. And say it again, Matt.
Bye-bye.
All right, Matt's gonna say goodbye. Vinny, say goodbye.
Hey, guys.
No, say goodbye. Don't make a big story.
Bye.
Thank you. He doesn't like to listen to me. I tell him to say goodbye, and he starts telling me this big, long story. So, anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, set your alerts. And everybody out there, have a wonderful evening. And I will talk to everybody again soon. Goodbye.